Hey guys, this is Pharaoh 2091, and welcome back to Let's Play Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. Last time we left off, we finished the other part of the investigation for this case, and, well, we learned a good amount of information, and we gained a lot of evidence, especially visiting the Maractus Clinic, and when we actually went inside the office. And when we were there, it seems that we can kind of put two and two together and realize that someone else was there, and I think we have an idea who that person was, and, well, let's just say that they're not really who they seem to be anymore, so they could raise some questions, you know? So, in the end, we're just trying to get Waki, innocent here, because it just doesn't seem like he would do that. So, let's just go ahead and continue on with this game to, the trial. And, it's actually a little bit loud, so hold on real quick, guys. There, you might be hearing my ba-ding noise, but, it's kind of loud in my ear. Okay, let's get started. This is it, the big day. Did you get any sleep? Yeah, I went to bed at 1 a.m. or so. Oh, what time do you wake up? 3 a.m. That's only 2 hours, Apollo. But at least you have me. Oh, and him, I guess. And the amazing Mr. Hat. Here's looking at you, kid. Good luck today, Apollo. Who's that? That voice. Hey, get any sleep? Mr. Wright! I was going out of my mind with boredom, so I saw myself out earlier today. Somehow, that place makes fake piano playing at the Indochine pasta joint seem almost fun. Daddy, do you know who Prosecutor Gavin's witness is today? Take a guess. How about Little Plum? That Sherman tank of a mom? No, nope, guess again. That's too bad. You know, speaking of moms, you need to find me a new mommy one of these days, Daddy. It's barely morning and you added already, Trucy? Okay, see, this is why I don't buy their father-daughter relationship. So, Mr. Wright, do you know who the prosecution's witness is? Alita, your client's fiancée. She's gonna be a witness? Now, that seems odd. Why would she testify against her own fiancé? You have to wonder what Gavin's up to. Something's going down today, that much is clear. Well, not to worry, I've got my panties back. If we can't find a killer, I'll pull one out of there. I guess, yeah, that's always a plan B, right? It's a weird plan B, but hey, at least we got one. Court is now in session for the trial of Waki Kataki. Defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is warmed up in its sold-out house. Very well. To recap, while yesterday's witness seemed more guilty than any other party, guilty of panty snatching, we did find out one thing for certain. There were 3 people in the park at the time of the murder. The witness, the victim, and the defendant. Correct, Air Judge. And today I'd like to do something a little new age. I like to look at this horrible crime from the outside. The outside? The acquisition of the murder weapon, the preparation for the act. Our poor defendant told all, you see. To his betrothed, I guess his beloved, his betrothed? His fiancé, Air Judge. His partner for life, with no chance for parole. Well, that was corny. Very well, you may show the, lucky lady to the stand. Oh, what is he trying to say there, huh? Your name and occupation, Fraulein. Alita Tiola, whatever her name is. My occupation is future wife. What, you didn't work anywhere else? What about your past occupation, like it was on that chart? Ah, traditional values. I respect that. Too many brides these days can't even weave baskets blindfolded, underwater. Is that a new thing that women have to do? Okay. Yeah, you're here today as a witness for the prosecution? To be honest, I didn't want to testify at first, but I couldn't hide the truth. Honesty, another admirable trait. Fraulein, is it true that on the day of the crime, the defendant, Waki Kataki, confessed his plans? His plans for murder? Yes. The witness will please give her testimony to the court. Oh, this is not good. Okay, well, apparently she knows. But whatever. Waki's plan. It was the day that the family health checkup results came back. When Waki found out that Dr. Maractus had lied, he flew into a rage. I'll teach him, he said. He took one of the family's pistols and well, you already know what happened that night. I just don't see how anyone but Waki could have done it. So, the pistol did belong to the Kataki family then. Yes, with regards to this, an investigation is underway at the Kataki mansion on charges of the possession of illegal firearms. And the bullet that took the victim's life, was it fired from the pistol that the defendant procured? Yes, this has been proven. How can you prove something like that? Bullets carry marks from the barrel that fired them called the rifling marks or ballistic marks. Rifling marks? Think of them as being a gun's fingerprint left on every bullet it fires. And when did they first hear about Waki's plan? It was the day of the murder. I should have stopped him. I just didn't think he would actually do it. Very well. The defense may begin the cross-examination. Okay, well, she is pretty much just saying that, nope, it was Waki who did it. Now, see, here's the thing. There's something I kind of want to go here at. She says she doesn't see how anyone but Waki could have done it. Now, why say that? I mean, there was absolutely no one else who could have possibly wanted him dead. Seems like there's a good couple people who probably wanted him dead. So, yeah. How can you say that for certain? How? Hey, don't bang that wall. Air Forehead, you will refrain from badgering the Fraulein. It was the defendant, Waki, was it, who took the pistol from his home. We know this for a fact now. I suppose we do. So, how could anyone else have used this pistol to shoot the victim? They could not. Simple logic, yeah? That does seem to be the case. Does the defense have anything to say regarding this point? Could someone else have used that pistol? Yeah, like... how about someone who possibly had access to the pistol? Based on your testimony, there was clearly one other person had access to that pistol. What's this? Interesting. Let's ask the defense then. Tell the court who this other person with access was. Now there's a good couple people here. You got Plum, because, hey, she's the mother of Waki. You got Alita, because, it's his fiancé. I'm assuming she would have access. And then you also got, of course, Winfred and Waki himself. So, it just doesn't seem logical that Winfred or Plum would actually want to kill Maractus for whatever reason. But Alita, on the other hand, she actually had ties to him. She was his nurse, wasn't she? She was employed under him, so she had access to it, and there's a connection there. So how about that? Well, of course, I mean you, Alita. Me? But why? You were quite clear when you told the court you heard about the pistol from the defendant on the day of the murder. In other words, you knew what he was planning. Let me get this straight. You intend to tell us that this lady stole the pistol from her fiancé and killed a man in cold blood on his behalf? Well, true love beats all, I guess. I've heard of people doing strange things for love, but this? It does seem a bit unfathomable. I know the word, I just can't say it, to be sure. I bet you I can say it after I'm done with this recording. I'm just a jackass. I'm all for romance and for supporting your partner in life, to be sure. But I think I would hesitate on murder. I'd hope you do more than hesitate. But what if a different connection could be proven? A connection between a witness and the victim. We might find that she had a personal motive behind wanting to help her fiancé. That would put things in a slightly different light. What possible connection are you suggesting here? You know what I'm starting to think? I'm starting to think that the police never looked inside that safe. I have evidence showing a connection between a witness Alita and the victim. And sure enough, it's easily the chart, because as you can see, looking at it, patient, physician, but the nurse is Alita herself. So it's like bada bing, bada boom. There's a connection right there. That looks like a medical chart found inside a safe at the Miraculous Clinic. I like to draw the court's attention to the names written on the chart. What? Alita! Whatever. Why is her name on this chart? Oh, that's a new side of her. She's actually like a little annoyed, kind of mad, and sweating there. Well, care to explain the meaning of this, Alita? I'm not sure what you mean by meaning, Mr. Justice. So now she's like acting all smug now, huh? Her warm little fiance just froze over. I was on staff at that clinic until half a year ago. It was boring, so I quit. Oh god, look at her now. It's like a whole different side of her. That's all. Is there a problem with that? Alita! You testified that you had no connection to the victim. And I don't. Now? I quit half a year ago, didn't I? So there's no connection. Let me guess, you're the kind of guy who can't rest until he knows every last detail of his girlfriend's past. Am I right? Well, that's not true at all. Why, I embrace the ones I love, past flaws and all. There's no connection now. Doesn't fly in a court of law. Doesn't fly? She's one tough nut. She probably feels right at home with the Katakis. You left your job to Miraculous Clinic, true, but you remained connected somehow. Very well, Mr. Justice. Show us evidence that proves the witness is still connected to the Miraculous Clinic. Easy enough. How about those sandals that we found at the damn place? They were at the clinic. If you quit a half a year ago, why the hell did they just show up out of nowhere, huh? These sandals were found in the Miraculous Clinic lobby. They're yours, aren't they? Ah! Well, who knows? I'm sure there are lots of people with those sandals. So sorry, Fraulein, but your act isn't working. Wait a minute. Kinda sounds like he's helping us there. Your moment of hesitation just now cost you. What's with you? I thought you were on my side. Perhaps you are unaware that toes leave toe prints. A simple analysis of these sandals will reveal all. Well, now we see your true colors. I was wrong to cooperate with you from the beginning. I just wanted you to help get Waki back on the straight and narrow. This court thinks you need to worry less about Waki and more about yourself. It sounds as though we need to hear a bit more about your story here. Your sandals were found in the entrance of the clinic, which means you went there on the day of the murder. Well, there's a little point in denying it. Very well. The witness will tell us about this visit. Why did you go to the Miraculous Clinic that day? Fine. Easy enough. So she's not denying it, so here we are. She's going to tell us about the visit to the Miraculous Clinic. I did go to that clinic that day. My first time in half a year since I quit in January. I went to warn him. After all, I knew Waki had the pistol. The doctor always was a timid man. Too timid to admit his own mistake. Why else would I have gone? I'm not hiding any dark secrets. I wanted to tell him to be careful as an old friend. By mistake, you mean the mistake we heard about from the defendant? The botched operation? He was a timid, small man, but I never wished him harm. I just thought I should let him know, you know? Well, that does make sense. Yes, but there is still one thing which does not. And what's that, Prosecutor Gavin? The sandals left in the lobby, of course. We can assume she wore these sandals to the clinic, yeah? Then why did she not wear them home? If it were me, I would have worn them home. I would have worn those sandals home as well. So, why were the sandals left behind? Yeah, it was a very obvious question, yeah, and why you're acting all surprised? Didn't think that far ahead now, did you? He pointed out the contradiction before me. There's probably a good explanation for this, right, Alita? Say, for instance, there happened to be a similar pair of sandals there which you wore home by mistake? Actually, that's right. I'm impressed, Mr. Gavin. Oh, it's nothing. There is, after all, no other possible explanation, yeah, forehead? Oh, what the? No fair! He's filling the holes in her testimony. Well, I thought he was on my side, but apparently not. I mean, well, I shouldn't have thought that anyway, but hey. I thought he was going to be like Edgeworth, tend to help us out here and there, but I guess not. The defense may begin a cross-examination. Fine, we'll begin that, but we'll begin it next time, guys. So, as usual, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for Let's Play Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. I'll see you guys later.